transformative work that I've come across, and that's why I absolutely knew that I wanted to become a teacher of this work. So Dancing Eros, even though it has dancing in the title, yes, we dance, but wow, I feel like it is so much more than dance. So it's really a practice. It's a feminine practice. So for us as women, because it's for women only, to deeply find our flow, our intuition, our pleasure, our desire, and all the variety of expressions that we have as women. And often as we go through life, there's various cultural expectations, societal expectations, where we're suppressed or repressed in some way. And sometimes it's really, really obvious, like the billboards that are around town are quite objectifying of women in some ways. And sometimes this suppression is quite subtle as well. So if we think back to, or if we think of 2-year-olds that we know, or 6-month-olds, as they eat in their high chair, it's usually a very messy affair, a loud affair. There's hair, there's gunk and food everywhere. But over time, through conditioning and teaching and training, children learn to behave. So they learn to tone down what would otherwise be their gregarious, wild expression. That's just one small example. And that happens to us as well. So it happens to us in a lot of our behaviours and our thinking about what we should and shouldn't do or think or be. And really what we do in Dancing Eros is look at and feel into what is it about our sexual expression that we have repressed or shut down. And as soon as we clear our sexual conditioning, what it actually does for us is allows us to access and make a choice about other conditionings or shoulds that we've taken on board along the way. We explore 4 very, very different feminine sexual archetypes. Another word for archetypes is just energies, different ways of being. And the stories that the women on the call tonight are going to share are really around how Dancing Eros has shifted their life for the better. So how it's actually transformed their life. Because ultimately, there's a lot of amazing workshops that we're able to attend and be part of, particularly here in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. But the value of any workshop is in it being taken into our lives, integrated into our lives. That's where it really counts. That's where the on the court is. So we're going to move through a couple of amazing women who have come online to share their experience. And then if anyone has any questions for any of us at the tail end of the call, we're happy to answer them, because it's quite normal to feel some trepidation or fear or joy or some stress or anxiety or elation about this sort of work, because it's quite mysterious in many ways. Yes. So to begin with, Dakini, darling, do you want to wave for a minute, Dakini, and take yourself off mute? That's Dakini with her mouth wide open. There we go. So Dakini,
who was that dude before?
He's someone I know. I don't know him personally, but I've messaged him. I said, that's very sneaky. He's picked up on a link somewhere and jumped on. So I've messaged.
I found it hilarious because it happened the moment Lulu said It's specifically for women only.
He's apologized and said he's sorry he intruded by mistake. He realizes this is just for women. So
Okay, cool.
Yep. Can I just quickly ask something before you start, Dakini? Is if any woman, I'm recording this call because I have different women that want to see it that haven't been able to jump on tonight. So if you're uncomfortable with being seen on this footage, can you just let me know or take yourself off the video camera? If you're comfortable, please leave yourself on the video camera because I love seeing all your faces as we're talking and sharing, and it just helps us connect in. So I'm leaving that with you, just letting you know that I am recording it. If you want to message me later, if you have any issues with that, that's okay. And there's a stop video on your bottom left-hand side if you need to, okay? Go ahead, Dakini, all yours, darling.
Thanks, babe. I did the, can you all hear me, by the way?
Perfectly.
Sweet. Thumbs up. I did the Hills course with the most beautiful Lulu ever that there was. And it was really, I hate this word, it's just bandied about so much, but it was so transformative for me. The biggest shift, actually, to be quite honest with you, happened the day after the ritual, the very end. It all just happened. And my experience during the ritual was so profound and so deep, regardless of, you know, my resistance to it and everything that I did around that. It just had to happen. And I felt like just a word on resistance. For me, I know from experience, the more resistance I have to something, actually, the more profound a change is about to happen. And I can't stop that no matter what. So my experience personally was on the subject of shame, which is also a word that I hear a lot about, and I never fully understood it, to be quite honest with you. Shame is something that I feel like the feminine aspect actually holds intrinsically due to, you know, past wounds collectively and individually as well. Specifically to me, I had some sexual and physical trauma from when I was very young, and dancing through the archetypes and kind of meeting those traumas from each aspect of myself, it really made for a quite a holistic experience, like healing experience. And finally, on the day after, I was talking to my friend who'd done the Dancing Eros as well, and I'd said to her, it's like I've had this massive shift and I don't really know what it is. And as I was talking, I went, oh, holy fuck, that's shame. Can we say fuck? I just said it twice. Can we say it?
Say it again, babe. Doing the
fuck
what
yeah!
you want to do.
So yeah, it was shame. I actually found myself in a moment where I felt what shame actually felt like, and how amazing to have gone through 36 years of my life and having it within me, but not truly experiencing it from the feeling center. Like, that's how far I'd pushed it down. And I'm primarily a kinesthetic person, so feeling is the way that I receive most of my energy, hence why I'm a massage therapist. For me to fully, you know, suppress that, and all of a sudden it just kind of flowered out of me in the most beautiful, delicate way. It wasn't like, holy shit, I'm flooded with all this shame, and and then bam, what the fuck am I going to do with it? It was like, oh, I'm so excited telling you this. It was like, oh, holy fuck. I got given all these amazing tools during the course of the 6 weeks. I got given all this structure to kind of hold me, and then the ritual just kind of flipped that lid, and because the structure was there, it was just able to just kind of process in the most beautiful way. Whereas had I not had that experience, it would have been something else, and I don't want to know what that is, to be quite honest with you, but it just really releasing in the most beautiful way. And now that I can access that part of me, yeah, I feel so much better. There's shitloads of other stuff that I was going to talk about. I even made notes, and I've gone, fuck it, I'm going on a tangent.
All right, it's great to go on.
Is my 5 minutes up yet?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for sharing.
That's great.
You go, Lulu.
Thanks, Katie. That's great. And what it highlights there is just how supportive and how much of a safe container this work is for us to then take the tools that we learn in the course and then really implement them into our lives. And honestly, many women talk about feeling a part of themselves that they have never felt before. So there's there's an awakening or realization for many women about the power that they are able to tap in their lives when, for instance, what Dakini was talking about, being able to choose to be shameful or not shameful, and have it be a conscious choice. Often we run quite unconsciously or subconsciously through our lives without really choosing what we want. So thanks so much, Dakini, for that. I know you had lots and lots and lots more to share. Yes.
Can I just say one more thing? I know this is probably going over the 5 minutes, but I feel really importantly to share this, that those of you who haven't explored Dancing Eros and may have a resistance to it, something that is truly important to me and that I actually found it was the space was held safe. That is so important to me. I've done many retreats and things like that, and not always has the space been held solidly. So to have a container to fully express, and I don't just mean Lulu, who of course did facilitate that, but I mean the sisters that I journeyed with, Paige being one of them. Yeah, just fix your boobs there, babe. Don't worry about it. We can't see you.
Yes. Totally, Dakini. Thank you, love. It is. It's a tribe of sorts. Yeah. Yes. There's the word participation comes to mind. Like there is an agreement that women who come along on this journey are truly participating for themselves. Like there's a vision, an intention, a desire that is well worth being on the court for, or well worth participating for. So thanks, Dakini. Is Georgie on the call, Paige, or is she?
She is. Let me just. Yep, she's there.
I'm here.
Paige, love. Georgie, sweetheart.
Hi.
I can't see your picture. Welcome.
Thank you.
Georgie, would you like to share a bit about you, and also something about what your experience of Dancing Eros was like and how it's really counted for you?
Yeah, cool. So I'll keep it simple. The first thing I want to say is that I'm so glad that I gave myself permission to do this course. It's so easy to make excuses, to not do something, and yep, sure, cool, we've got lots of valid reasons, but it's just, yeah, I'm so glad that I did, because this was such a transformational, I'm going to use that word, Dakani, such a transformational experience for me. I'm 34. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. I've been in a relationship with my beautiful man for over 12 years now. And I really, on and off, haven't had the best relationship with myself. So Dancing Eros was a real deconstruction of self and the conditioning that Lulu talked about that I've experienced in my life, and just this kind of default relationship that I've had with myself. And I really have never been to explore myself so intimately, so personally, like I did with Eros Dance. And also all the other beautiful women were such mirrors for me too. So their experiences were all my own experiences as well, my own reflection of learning. And so I've come away from it, and really it all came together as well for me at the end after the ritual. It was just like an explosion of just goodness and learning and like insight, like really getting and understanding and being able to explore myself and what I just experienced for the last 6 weeks. But I've walked away with a very, very different relationship with myself, very conscious. I am able to hold myself so differently, like, and even this morning I was thinking to myself, what's my energy today? You know, how am I feeling? And I was able to tap into a particular energy, and instantly I had so much knowledge and knowing about that, and I'm able to nurture myself. I'm always asking myself, what do you need, Georgie? Or what do you desire? Or I'm there for myself, asking myself what I need. I'm acknowledging all the beautiful parts of me. I'm acknowledging the powerful parts, the challenging parts, the ugly parts, you know. All those pieces of me have a fucking rightful place in my life. But that does not change the fact that I am a beautiful goddess and that I deserve love and I'm worthy. And I can carry all of these aspects of myself around with real respect and integrity and compassion and honor. And it's just opened up. Like, I feel so grounded. So much has happened since the ritual, and in business as well, like just knowing where I'm going, and even if I'm not sure, just giving my all and looking after myself, and yeah, just feeling like I have a lot more. I've got more eyes, more heart, more soul. And then obviously we have beautiful sisters.
That's a delicious share. Can I just share? Georgie was so unsure about doing this course. Like, it took me to the day of her. Like, I knew she needed to do it. I knew with every part of my being. And I wasn't in Georgie's course, but it took me driving her there because I had the bigger yes than she did. And, you know, to hear you share then with so much passion, insight, and accepting all parts of yourself and really loving all of that and being able to articulate yourself in such a beautiful way. God, it just like makes me so happy, George. Like, I love you. And that was beautiful.
Well, thank you, Paige. And you did get me there. And that's what I mean. Like, God, give yourself permission. And Lulu, like, you are just amazing. And at holding space and really guiding us through the work and showing us what it's all about, but making it fun. Like, your sense of humor is just the best. I adore you. We adore you. You just make it. So we're very lucky to have you as well.
Thank you, sweetheart. And it's often what women talk about, and it's certainly been my experience of the work, falling in love with self. Like, it's like a from me type of marriage. It's beautiful. Really magic. Really magic. Paige, would you like to share about your experience of Dancing Eros and the difference that it's made perhaps in one part of your life. I know you've got lots to share.
You know what? I actually feel I have so little to share after listening to Georgie. That's got to be a first, doesn't it, Georgie?
That is a compliment. There you go.
I did. I was just like, I was just listening, just going, yes, 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 yes. So I took over a year to decide to do this work, and I deeply wanted to do it because I'd watched my sister journey with this work, I think probably continuously for 8 months. I think she did it over and over and over and was working with the woman who created Dancing Eros. Her name's Vanessa Florence. And I watched a massive transformation in my younger sister from someone who was always in her head and was never able to connect with what she deeply wanted because she weighed up all the consequences all the time. So she stopped herself from doing what she truly loved to do, to watching her just say yes continuously to everything she wanted to do after she was doing this course. I want to go listen to that. I want to go do this. I want to go do this workshop. She just became obsessed with just doing whatever the fuck she wanted to do. And that was pretty appealing to watch on the outside. And then there was me, who has a lot of responsibility. I would definitely call myself empowered, but there were things that I wasn't doing because I was being a good partner or a good mum and fitting into, it felt selfish to go do all the things that I would love to do, as if, talk myself out of it. Like there's like, oh, well, there must be some type of lid on how much pleasure I can have and how much I'm allowed to go do stuff. So it's really interesting because when I finally said yes to this course, what it activated for me, someone's calling me, excuse me, what it opened up was this full permission to do whatever I want that brings me joy. And that's a true place of abundance. And it's interesting how the whole universe around me just says yes. So my husband, for example, might not say yes to things that he wants to do, or other people around me might not say yes to things they want to do. But when I'm connected to what I deeply want to do, that is what this work has tapped into. I just feel really juicy within myself. I feel really connected to my own pleasure. And it's like I just have this deep well inside of me that just, it's made me feel really fearless in the pursuit of doing what I want to do in this life. Like, I'm not going to listen to the things that I'm a mother of 4 kids, I'm a wife and I'm a partner, I've got to do this and I've got to do that. I love this work. And I asked, Lulu said she was looking for different places to also run the course. And I was like, please come out to Hillsville because I have to do this work again. And I want all women to experience this work. I've had some profound things that happened to me that have like shifted my armor, you know, the stuff that makes me hard, the stuff that makes me more masculine and driven and quite ruthless. There's been a real softening in how I want to show up in the world and how I want to connect with others. And I'm really looking forward to exploring this work even further because I just feel it's just such a gift. I wish I hadn't have taken a year to say yes. That's a whole year of juiciness I've missed out on.
Yeah. Do you know, it actually took me quite some time to go along to my first class too. It took 5 different friends from different social groups to say, wow, have you checked out this Dancing Eros thing? Yes, I too would have loved to know about an extra 6 months of juiciness. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. Fair Joy, darling. Would you like to share? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes. that word transforming. I'm just a totally different woman being to what I was when I stepped into this course. So, I'm 52, been married for almost 25 years, and I stepped into the course because I wanted to find my sexual desire for my husband back, and that I achieved virtually straight away. But it's all the stuff that I didn't expect that has just totally changed my life and my understanding of me. Like, I sort of feel like, yeah, and you alluded to this at the start, Lulu, that the feminine me has been buried in this parcel that's just built up layers and layers of coverings and sheets around it. And I hadn't recognised this at all in all of my life. Pretty much I've just lived in my masculine energy the whole of my life. So to be able to be helped to recognise those layers and slowly, one by one, pull them off and bring myself out, and to get rid of those things that were just suppressing that energy. It's so totally changed my being and who I am. And people around me, people that know me well, see me. As soon as they see me walk into the room, they say, yeah, Elaine, what's going on? You know, you're different. They can, and you know, my wardrobe's changed, the way I dress has changed, the way I walk has changed, the way I speak has changed. Everything about me has changed in a positive way, and I'm so much more confident. I want every woman in the world to do this course because it is so empowering. And so there's this word again, transformative. As Lilo knows, I want my two daughters. I've got a 23-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old daughter. I want my 23-year-old daughter to do this course as soon as she can, because I don't want her to go through life being other people's doormats. I want her to be able to stand up for herself and her wants and her desires. And I'll get her there eventually. So, I work as a GP. You know, I've very much Western, non-alternative GP surgery. So big steps I've taken. I've shared the journey that I've been on with one of the nurses at work and invited her to come along. One of my patients, the very first patient I saw after ritual day was a patient that I'd been thinking of. This lady needs Dancing Eros. And I was able to, and she once again was someone who walked in and looked at me and goes, "You okay?" And I was able to say, "I'm more than okay, baby." It's just, yeah, it's just been fabulous.
Oh, thank you so much, Elaine. The vitality that is available to us,
Yes,
that is often covered up with gunky crap in the way. Like, once we clear that gunky crap, we find vitality that means we find a deep love of ourselves. We find we actually require less sleep sometimes. Where there's a passion. There's a passion, sure, for Dancing Eros. There's a passion for our partners, no matter how long we've been together. There's a passion. I find my passion for things is like, it's out of this world. I mean, I get passionate about a new type of toothpaste I'm trying. Like, it's exciting. There's an excitement and an enjoyment of life. Many times in my since I discovered Dancing Eros a couple of years ago, I truly think to myself often, there is just not enough years in my life. Even if I live till I'm 120, like, there is a passion for living that is tapped with this sort of practice and self-love. Yes. So, beautiful ladies on the call, if anyone has any questions for us, that we're most happy to answer. And we ran a webinar last week, and one woman said, look, I'm feeling really like this. I'm feeling quite shit scared, but I want to. My heart wants to, and I'm feeling shit scared. So I feel like a tension between these quite different emotions. And
that beautiful woman who you were just talking about just sent me a text message, and she said, it's taken me all week to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with my children. She's like, I've just figured it out. She's just like, I just need a day. I'm coming. And she's just like, it's been in my mind the whole time. We had a chat because it's terrifying her. Like the place that she's been, the place that she knows that she has the opportunity to tap into, and oh my God, I know I have to say yes. So it's funny. I said, we're actually on another webinar right now. Hi, Brenda. I'm going to have to send you the recording, Brenda. You've just jumped on, but we are just at question stage, but I really want to share it with you. So if anybody has any questions, I'm just going to unmute everybody, or if you just want to share your experience with listening to the call tonight, I'd love to hear your feedback. Hi, Colleen. I think it went to you. You did a little cough. How are you?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, good. I'm in the car and I've got laryngitis as well. So,
oh, darling.
I was all right. I deserve it. I holidayed hard.
Oh, just going hard. How was the webinar for you?
I think I saw some of it. I didn't see all of it, but I definitely, ever since you mentioned it, my curiosity's been up. I am sort of, I don't know, I guess since I was first single, I've explored my sexuality as such a lot. Mm-hmm. But I know there's more to it than that. As I can hear you all saying about, the self-awareness that comes with it, the empowerment. And I really don't know much about it yet, but it sounds great. What it does for you sounds great. And to me, it just sounds like a whole lot of fun, really.
It is a whole lot of fun. That is
pretty much.
Sure.
A whole lot of fun with a lot of empowering along the way.
And women having a lot of fun and being empowered is where it's all at. If you missed some of the webinar, I'll also send the recording to you because I know you've been leaving work and I know you've been getting to your car, so I'll be happy to do that. And there's a Hayley on the call. I don't know who that is.
Oh, hi. I just wanted to listen in. My friend sent me this, so I'm kind of thinking of doing the course.
Who was that, Hayley? Who sent you the link?
Jess.
Jess Sutherland?
Jess Mayer.
Jess Mayer. Oh, great. Yeah, she just asked me for the link before. I did Dancing Eros with Jess. Jess is gret.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I did too.
Have you missed the beginning of the call, Hayley?
I missed most of it. Yeah, my phone line is really bad, so it's just been cutting in and out.
Okay, I'll get the recording to you. Is there anything that we can answer for you or share with you?
Honestly, I just need someone to convince me that it's worth the money.
It's worth the money and millions worth over. What we get, what we gain in experience when we do something, money holds so many women back from what they truly fucking want. And the thing is, it's just an energy exchange. There is so many things in life that you can reason it down with money, and you'll be stopping yourself from having a rich life, a truly rich life with experience and depth and connection and things that a dollar value is never going to, it's not even comparable. So please just, as Georgie said before, give yourself permission. It's permission to really experience the depths that you are as a woman.
Can I say something on that?
Go to Keeney.
As well. Finances are really tight for me at the moment, and they were. And excuse me, but I did the taster. I couldn't even afford the taster, And my friend Catherine paid for it for me because she's like, you fucking got to do this work, dude. And so I spoke to, and Lulu came to me after. She goes, what the fuck is stopping you from doing it? And I said, money is the only thing that's stopping me, because finances are tight and it is a valid fear. If you cannot, you know, if something is, and not necessarily fear, but it's a valid thing, you know, we need money to live, etc., etc. And I just couldn't necessarily afford to do it. There are payment plans available, and that is something that really helped me say yes, because it's so much more accessible for that, for me. Anyway.
Thank you, Dakini.
So, yeah, it's a totally valid point. And Paige just pointed out the worth of it. So that's, for people who have done Dancing Eros, it's not necessarily a question of worth, but if you're having genuine trouble, you know, being able to afford the course, speak to Lulu. There are options available, babe, for sure.
Yeah. You want to say something, Georgie? Was that you?
Yeah, I was just going to say I also am in the same situation. And when I went along on the first day, because I hadn't paid yet, I saw the value of it. I saw how I just wanted to be a part of it. And when I felt that, nothing was going to stop me back. And I ended up paying more because I didn't make the most of the early bird ticket, but it didn't matter. And once that money was paid, I never even thought about it again. My thinking, my experience has been around what unfolded after that, and the amazing gift that I gave myself.
So will you send out information on all that?
Yes, we can absolutely send out some information. There's some really juicy and edgy, I'm going to say, and even I've done the course and I've watched one of the videos and I was feeling a bit edgy about it, which was that was actually a really interesting experience on dancingeros.com. But anybody that wants to find out more, reach out to me by Facebook, and if you want to have a call with Lulu, I can help tee that up. So if you've just got any concerns, just reach out about that. The course actually starts in Hillsville this week. The Brunswick course is full, and yeah, if you want to do a payment plan, reach out to Lulu. Bridget, tell me, how was the call for you? You knew I was going to pinpoint you out, babes. Good to see you.
Lulu? I don't know.
I think your message gave me a pick up the bum. I had to sign on.
I'm just going to mute everybody
awesome.
else out so I can mute you. Hold on a minute. Where are you, Bridge? And then unmute you. There you go. Chat away. How are you?
Yeah, no, it was really good. I think I was hesitant to even switch on, but what was your message that you sent me earlier? You said to me,
I know what it was. You said, I wrote,
I will try. You wrote a new one. Try means no. Aim for I commit or I will. I went, all right, I've got to do it. No, it was good to hear. And I'm going to definitely look into, now that I know there's a payment plan, because, yeah, finances are a bit tight for me too. So, but knowing that there's other ways to pay it off might be good. So, yeah.
Yay.
I will be talking more with you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll tee up a little three-way thread with Lulu, so then you can talk with Lulu about whatever that looks like for you. When you came up to my house the other day, I was like, fuck, no, I would love to do this with you. You're gorgeous. And I know it's just great for everybody. Ladies, it's 8:45. Lulu, I don't know if you want to say anything to wrap it up, but I really thank all of you for exploring your curiosity and coming on this call and really just tapping into yourself, whether there's a yes there, if there is a yes there for you for this work. Follow your yeses in life, yeah? So find out how that can be. Like when we follow our yeses, that's when we have a really enriching experience in our lives. And I'm absolutely here if anybody wants to reach out to share about the work anymore, as well as I know Dakini and Georgie and Elaine would be happy to do so too. Lulu, have you got anything you'd like to say before we close it up? Lulu's obviously gone home, so I don't know. It seems like it's dropped off. So,
oh no, you've got her on mute.
She's on mute.
Oh, there it is.
Here I am.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I couldn't see you even on camera. Great.
So I love what Paige said about follow your yes. If there's a curiosity and if there's a heart pull there for you, follow that. I'm very happy to chat on the phone or email or Facebook message anyone who's got any further questions. Paige is going to email you or Facebook out some YouTube links about Dancing Eros, the information about the course that's coming up in Healesville. Healesville is the last course that will be running this year that has available spots. So every Dancing Eros course that we've run in 2015 has been sold out. So purely because of the word of mouth of people that are sharing what they've received. So if Paige hasn't got your details, Paige, have you got everyone's details?
Probably just you, Hayley. I know I could get your details of Jess, but if you could find me on Facebook, it's Paige Sonsie, which is SONSIE. Then I can forward you all the information as well as the recording of this. Nicole as well, reach out to me and I'll forward information to you. We'd love to see you there. But yeah, I've got everybody's details.
Wonderful. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming onto the call tonight. Hopefully see you soon.
Right. Good night.
Good night, everyone.